Hi, this is a short video on how you can visualize scan data over Node-RED environment. I will use for this microcon devices computer, this one. If you would like to find out more, you can visit microcon devices github.io. And I'm connected to this computer. There are two computers in the network. One is my laptop and the second one is this microcomputer. And I'm logged into the CAN Ethernet converter website. There is also a device connected to CAN network, and as you can see, there are CAN frames here, and you can see there's an ID and some data. I would like to visualize one of the bytes here. This is a value from ADC converter from this microcontroller device. From the 0.2 version of microcon tools, there is Node-RED installed, and also there is a mqtt broker, and we'll use this broker to exchange data between the device, the CAN device, and the Node-RED. First, you need to configure the mqtt broker. You need to add port and type localhost in this window. The port is 1884. And next you need to tell the topic that the data is exchanged on, and the topic is the ID of the CAN frame. I've configured wrong the mqtt broker, so I need to reconfigure it. I didn't type the localhost here. Okay, we hit deploy, and we can see on the right side there are CAN frames. We'll try to visualize this data on the Node-RED dashboard component. For this, we will use the gauge component. That is a nice graphical way to show a counter. To display the gauge and the data, we need to first take 1 byte from this frame. For this, we will use the function block, and we need to write in the function block a simple JavaScript function that will extract the byte from the frame. So we need to take the byte, so we type message payload to set the payload for a message, and the message is the structure that's got a topic and a payload, and we will take the 4th byte from this. And we will treat this byte as a hex value, so we need to parse int with argument 16 for hex, and we will convert this value to string. For more information on the blocks or in the Node-RED, you can find a lot of tutorials on the network. We also change the name for the block. Everything should be okay now. Oh, okay. We need to also add the gauge component to the dashboard group. For this, we need to create a new group on the dashboard, and for this we need to go to the dashboard, and here we click the plus sign on the layout subpage to add the widget and the group for this. Next we need to connect this component to the group. We hit deploy and we go to ucan local and colon 8082 /UI. You can see that the gauge is showing us the byte value. As you can see, it's quickly changed because the data is updated every 100 milliseconds, so it's quite fast. To clean up this, we can make from those blocks a subflow. To do this, we select the blocks and we go to create a subflow from selection. And here you can see there's the subflow, and we'll name it get counter value. And now we can get the subflow from here. As you can see, it's clear away. We can also, from ode-red, we can send count frames directly. To do this, we'll also use the mqtt block for this, but this will be an output block. We need to configure it first before use, and as you can see, there's localhost chosen, and the topic is the microcan send raw / and ID or frame that we would like to send. And we hit done. Next we will use a button to generate a new frame. So we take the button component and we connect it to the mqtt block. We add the button to the dashboard, and we also need to set up the valid payload. We'll send 1 after the click of the button. So there will be sent a ID frame with value 123, and the data will be 1. We refresh the page. As you can see, there is a button. To show you that everything is working, we'll filter the data for ID equals 1, and we will click the button. As you can see, there were 2 frames sent with the 123 ID and the data 1. I will also log into the microcomputer to see how does it look like in Kubernetes environment. So we type can dump any, and we see that the frames from the ode-red. The last thing I would like to show you is more advanced way to send count frames, and it will be done in this way that count frame will be sent every second. After the user clicks the button, there will be a change in value for 2 seconds, and the value will return to the default one. To do this, I've created a new block, new subflow, and let's take a look what is inside. There's an input, and the input is connected to message resend block, and this resend is done every 1 second, so the last data that was received by this block will be sent every 1 second, and if there will be no new input for 2 seconds, then the trigger will trigger, and it will change the last received data to 0, 0. Let's take a look how this behaves. I hit deploy. I will refresh this UI. And I will log into the microcon computer via SSH. Hit the button, and as you can see, there are 1 and 2 and the zeros are sent. You'll see also in the web page. We need to gather the new data. And here you can see, yeah, that there's clearly see that every 2 seconds the new frame is sent. Thank you for watching. See you.